Well, I know. It's like a blast from the past. I'm Eric. This is Beeler Family Farm, and this is the first video I've made in, well, a long time. But it's kind of a handy dandy one, so maybe you'll watch it. Maybe you'll subscribe. Maybe you'll like the video, and maybe you'll learn something. Stick around. We're going to build a grow box for my basement. Hey everybody, Eric with Beeler Family Farm. It's been a few minutes, but I thought this would be an easy, quick little video to make, and a helpful video to make to show you how to knock together a quick little grow box to get your vegetables and stuff started. And behind you guys, we've already got a tote going that's got a heat mat and a light, and we've got our sweet potatoes started in that. I'll show you those in a little bit. This is all insulation that is left over from working down here in my basement. We've been completely overhauling the basement, new floor, insulation, all sorts of stuff. And I'm going to take some of this, and I'm going to make me a little box to put down here because we're going to start peppers. And I want to keep them nice and warm. The basement's pretty temperate, but I want to keep them warm and happy and everything like that. So this is going to be big enough to hold a few trays. This is graphite impregnated expanded polystyrene. It's what they make concrete forms out of. And this is obviously also just some regular foam, expanded foam. But it is got the coil on it. A little dirty because it's dirty right here in the basement. I'm just going to use some 3-inch screws like pins, and I'm just pressing them in because really we don't need it to hold any weight. I don't think I'm even going to worry about might have to tap those in a little bit. Hey look, a ratchet hammer. That'll do. I got some foil duct tape that I'm also going to use here to kind of help my cause out a little. This is real time. We're not editing anything out probably here. We ain't building skyscrapers. We're just building something to grow peppers and onions and such. And I just need it to sit here on the floor and be happy. I think I'll use some of this tape to help hold it together. Because if you don't know about this tape, this stuff is super duper sticky. This stuff is also super duper dirty. We'll wipe that off a little bit with my approved hoodie wiper. Like I say, I'm not worried about airtight or watertight. We're just going to knock it up here and get it going. Here comes my lovely bride. Probably here to seek forgiveness for saying I never get her anything for Valentine's Day. You know, except rose bushes from places like Jackson and Perkins and what's the guy in England? You know.
I had to have been having a stroke or something. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Something. She was retrieving some homemade white chocolate chips. She is making muffins. And I'm gonna blame it on the girls, but I might have helped a little. All of the store-bought ones have been otherwise consumed. Very unfortunate situation, honestly. Oh, you know, you guys can comment if you'd like to see some house content. We're getting pretty close to like finish type stuff. It's been a heck of a process. We started this house 7 years ago. Should have tore it down, started over. Originally built in 1928, I think. I have to go back and look. And this whole thing has fought us the whole way through this remodel. Hasn't been anything that went easily. Not really. We ended up waiting 7 months to get concrete in the basement. Struggled to find a contractor that was interested. Had one that ditched us the day of the supposed pour. Luckily, we got the concrete stopped. Hired another guy that came well recommended, and had to wait on him because well-skilled, well-recommended concrete guys tend to be busy. So we ended up waiting a long time before we got concrete down here. But I will tell you that he was worth the wait, because a lot of work, and it turned out spectacular. Done a really good job. We did all the prep work. Like, I did all the footings and stuff that needed to be put in, and we took the old floor out because it was a typical old floor, poured in the shape of a bowl, had one drain in the middle that didn't work. Jackhammered it all out, shoveled everything out. Drain tile, about 50 tons went out a window. About 20 tons of rock came back in, and a couple hundred feet of drain tile, and a high quality sump pump. Some really good quality 20 mil spec vapor barrier, lots of rebar, poured an integral curb because of the extra ceiling height we got, and man did it turn out fabulous. But we're building a plant box, aren't we? So this right here is just going to be we're going to drape it with plastic, I think. For humidity control. And this will just keep our plastic where we want it. Like I say, we're shooting for real time here. I'm not going to edit anything out. The only editing I might do is if I have to voice over, because I'm not wearing a mic. But video wise, all original. Just like me. I don't have any replacement parts. Probably shouldn't say that too loud. This is 4 feet 10. Should hold 4 trays across there. It's 2 foot by 4 foot, and took 2 inches out of it. I know it'll hold a tray this way, and just by math, it should hold 4 trays wide. So we do own we have a greenhouse at the farm, and we've had a lot of greenhouse experience. So we actually grow a lot of start stuff a lot in plug trays for the sake of soil, you know, not using as much soil to see what's going to germinate and then have had it wet and maybe contaminated. All right, there we go. That was pretty good. That should work quite nicely. I'm going to get it set up. I will stop for that because I got to go find something to put it on, and then I'll bring it back as we transition over to it. Okay, so real time, that was only like less than a minute because I realized I'm just going to use that tote right there. It's all right here. This is where the sweet potatoes currently are. And I think it just makes sense to use that to set it on. You can find a little video of sweet potatoes getting started. My wife has posted. Probably. Well, let's see if it'll fit. You guys are getting blinded. Blinded by the light. Oh, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Gonna have to hang my light somehow. Really close. Short one for review. Let's change you around. This is action photography, I say. Oh my goodness. There we go. A little bit better. That's been hot. Much hotter than what I would like it to be. I'll show you here. Y'all see that? It melted that foam. That does not make me happy. Huh. Seems very fire risky. I need to find a temperature sensor. Huh. That definitely concerns me, that it's been that hot. Well, I'm gonna unplug it while I figure out what I'm gonna do with the light to make it stay where I want, how I want. I think I know what I'm going to do there. I'll be right back. Get a little real good. And a nice shiny box helps distribute the light. Huh. Still worried about that heat. I don't like that. I got some concrete board. I'm gonna go get it. Be right back. All right. Quick little cutting there of a piece of 1/4 inch concrete board I had laying around. A little bit tighter fit than what I anticipated, but that's all right. Really debating if I'm going to put that back in there or use some indirect heat. I don't know. Makes me a little bit worried. That it got that hot. It says it raises the root temperature 10 to 20 degrees above ambient air. Or it might just bake it. You know? Just saying. It might just be baking it outright. Still debating if I'm going to let it ride like that or what I want to do. I don't know. Tempted to, I don't know if you guys could see me, kind of tempted to just put a little space heater in there and a thermostat and just keep it toasty warm. I don't know. I'm gonna make a decision, but that's it. Seed box all knocked up. Look at that, it's doing good. Probably can't see them sweet potatoes, but there and there. Gonna be all the taters. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with somebody you care about.